welcome to Learn English with Blaine. Today we are going to talk about parts of speech. Parts of speech is a very big subject, so today I'm just going to give you an overview of the parts of speech, and then we'll do a short quiz. Now, there are 9 parts of speech. In soon-to-come future videos, I'm going to break down each part of speech and give you much more information. But today we'll just do the overview and then a short quiz. Okay, so what are the parts of speech? Well, number 1, we've got nouns, which can be a person, a place, a thing, or an idea. Those are nouns. We also have verbs, and verbs are action words. That's number 2. Number 3, we have adjectives. And an adjective is a word that can give information about nouns. Number 4, adverbs. And these are words that give information about verbs, adjectives, and other adverbs. Then we've got pronouns, which is a word that takes the place of a noun. And we've got conjunctions. And these are words that connect words to other phrases or words. Part of speech number 7 are prepositions. And these are short words that come before nouns or noun phrases. Number 8, interjections. And these are words that show emotion. Number 9, articles. And these are words that introduces a noun. So the 9 parts of speech are nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs, pronouns, conjunctions, prepositions, interjections, and articles. So now let's take a close look at each of these. And again, like I said, in the future video, I'll be doing videos about each of these as well. So first of all, let's look at nouns. Now, nouns can be common. And they can be people. For example, a noun can be a man or a woman. Now, a common noun example is man, woman. It can also be child, teenager, a grandmother, aunt. These are people and these are common. Sorry, I'm just going to move my video down here. And these are common nouns. Now, we can take these common nouns for people, and we can make these common nouns into proper nouns. So for example, the man, if we give them the name Bob, that's now a proper noun. The woman, if we give her the name Kathy, those are now proper nouns. Okay, so once we take that man and the woman, or the teenager, or the grandmother, or the aunt, or the child, and we give them a name, it's now a proper noun. Okay, so we've got common nouns, proper nouns for people. Okay, now we've got places. Oh, sorry, my video keeps getting in the way here. So a common noun can also be a place. For example, it can be a city, it can be a province, it can be a country. These are common nouns. But if we take the city and we give it the name Winnipeg or Toronto or a Vancouver or Mexico City, these are now proper nouns. The province, if we give the name Manitoba, that's now a proper noun. Or if we give a country name such as Canada, Germany, Russia, those are now proper nouns. So we've talked about people, we've talked about places. Now let's talk about things. For example, a house is a thing, a table is a thing, a bed is a thing, a car, a truck, a mountain, a planet, these are all things, right? Well, a planet actually is a place, I guess, but these are all things, and they're all nouns. Okay, now, so far we've talked about very concrete. So concrete nouns are things that we can touch, see, and feel with our hands. Now, we've got another type of noun called ideas. For example, love. Can we see love? Can we touch it? Can we feel it with our hands? No, we cannot. And the same thing is true for hate and freedom. So these are what we call nouns or ideas. And these are, another name for these are abstract nouns. We cannot see them, we cannot touch them, we cannot feel them. We cannot feel them with our hands, I mean. Okay. Now, part of speech number 2 are verbs. For example, to run, to talk, to eat. These are action words. She runs every day. We talked about our plans. She eats apples. Now, these are verbs. Now, this is a very general look at verbs, and we will be talking much more about verbs in future videos, and all the different types of tenses as well. Part of speech number 3 are adjectives. This cat is cute. What a big elephant. This giraffe is very tall. So first of all, we've got cute, which describes the cat, big, describing the elephant, and tall, which describes the giraffe. These are adjectives. Okay? Number 4, adverbs. So we can say, he ran quickly. She swam quietly. The squirrel carefully climbed the tree. So in this case, we've got adverbs describing a verb. He ran quickly, swam quietly, climbed carefully. And again, in future videos, we'll be taking a closer look at adverbs. Part of speech number 5, pronouns. Pronouns are words that take the place of a noun, of a subject, of a noun. So for example, if I'm talking about myself, can I say Blaine is tired? No, I probably won't say that. I will use a pronoun. So I will say, I am tired. So I is a pronoun that you can use for yourself. Now, if you are talking to a person whose name is Martha, you will probably not say, Martha is tired? No, you are going to say, are you tired? So instead of saying Martha, you will say you. So when you are talking to one person, you are going to say you. Now also, if you are talking to a group of people, you will also say you as well. So you can be for one person, singular, or it can be for many people, plural. And we will talk more about that in a future video as well. Now, you can say Susan is here, or you can say she is here. So if you are talking about a female, you will say she. We can say Bob is hungry, or we can say he is hungry. We can say the cat is thirsty, or we can say it is thirsty. Now, when we are talking about animals, we can say it, but often people, especially if you are talking about your pet, such as a cat or a dog, we often use he or she for those animals. Next, Alicia and I bought a car. Now, if you are talking about yourself and one or more other people, you might say the names, or you might just say we. Oh, sorry about that. I'll move that again. We might just say we bought a car. Or if you are talking about two or more other people, you can say Alicia and Carol went to a party, or you can say they went to a party. Now, part of speech number 6, conjunctions. And these are words that we use to connect other words and phrases and sentences. For example, I like apples and oranges. In this case, and is connecting apples to oranges. I like apples and oranges. Now, in this example, we are saying, I like apples, but I don't like oranges. Now, in this example, we have two sentences. We have, I like apples, I don't like oranges, and we are connecting them with a conjunction. When we are connecting sentences, we will often, but not always, use a comma. And another example is, do you like apples or oranges? Now here, we've looked at 3 different conjunctions. We have and, but, and or. In those future videos, we are going to look at these different conjunctions and talk about all the rules. Part of speech number 7, prepositions. Okay. For example, we can say the book is on the table. So on is a preposition. Talking about the cat, we can say the cat is in the box. Okay, so we're talking about where that cat is. Okay, preposition number 3, I will see you at noon. So in, on, and at are all prepositions. And we have different types of prepositions and different rules. And again, in that future video, we'll talk about that. So as you can see, I'm going to be very, very busy with those future videos. Next, part of speech number 8. Now, probably, if you got a needle, you would say, ouch, that hurts. So when we are experiencing pain, we will say, ouch. Now, imagine you are playing soccer, or sorry, you're watching a football game and your team wins. You are very happy, and you are going to say, hooray, right? So that's another, if you are very happy, you will say hooray. So we looked at a conjunction for pain. And again, we're imagining that your favorite football team won a game. You are going, or if you won a game, you're going to say hooray for happiness. Or imagine if you are in a boat and suddenly you see this huge whale pop out of the water. You are going to be shocked or amazed, right? So you are going to say, wow, look at that. That's amazing. Okay, so those are all interjections showing emotion. Now, number 9, the last part of speech, articles. Okay, number 1, the apple is mine. Now that's when you are, now that the is what we call a definite article. Or we can say there is an apple on the table. Now that's an indefinite article. So the is definite, indefinite is an. And lastly, we've got there is a small apple on the table. So far, we've looked at the, we've looked at an, and we looked at a. And again, in that future video, I'll be talking more about those different types of articles. Now, are you ready for a quiz? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a 15-question quiz. And we're going to be reviewing nouns and verbs, adjectives, adverbs, pronouns, conjunctions, prepositions, interjections, and articles. So what we're going to do for the quiz, you can see a sentence there. The word in red is the word that we're going to consider. So I'm going to give you a moment to consider what part of speech is it. Okay, and then I'll give you the answer right away. Okay, in this sentence, he runs very fast. So what kind of a word is fast? Well, if you said that it is an adverb, you would be correct. Now, you may also have said adjective, And sometimes different words can be different parts of speech. And we'll talk about that in that future video as well, how sometimes fast can be an adjective or an adverb. Okay, next. My sister told me about her vacation. So, what part of speech? Well, if you said verb, you would be correct. Number 3, hey, what are you doing? Now, if you said that that's a conjunction, you would be incorrect. It's actually an interjection because it's showing emotion. Hey, what are you doing? So that could be anger in that case. Number 4, I saw you and my sister at the beach. So that word is joining different words together, so that is a conjunction. Now, number 5. What time did you arrive at the restaurant? Now, that's a short word coming before a noun, and we would call that a preposition. Okay, number 6. The small dog ran across the road. Now, a dog is a noun, right? It's an animal, so we would call that a noun. Number 7. What a beautiful view. Now, beautiful is a word that's describing a noun. A view can be a noun, and that is an adjective. I hope you're keeping score, and I hope you're getting these all correct. Okay, word number 8. She is very tired today. She is very tired today. She is a word that's taken the place of another noun, so we would call that a pronoun. Okay, very good if you got that. And number 9, Tom walked slowly to the bus stop. Slowly is a word that's describing or giving information about a verb, so we would call that an adverb. Okay. Number 10, did you see a cat around here? Now that word a is a word that's kind of introducing a noun, so we would call that an article. In this case, it would be an indefinite article. Okay, number 11. Did you put my pen under my book? And again, that's a word that's coming before a noun, and we would call that a preposition. Under, and then under my book. Under is a preposition. Okay, word number 12. Don't talk so loud. Okay, what would we call so? Well, we would call that an adverb because it is talking about, it's describing how you're speaking. Okay, now number 13. Do you want to go to the movies or the beach? Now that's a word that's joining other words together, and we would call that a conjunction. Okay, very good if you got it. And number 14, they clean their room before noon. And clean, of course, is an action word, which is a verb. Okay? And the last question for our quiz is, good grief, I lost my wallet again. Now imagine if you lost your wallet and you've lost it more than once like I have, and you're feeling a little bit upset or a little bit stressed. In other words, you're showing emotion, right? So what words do we use for emotion? Well, we would use interjections. Okay, well, I hope you did well on the quiz. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did in video, for all of you who watched it, especially those who watched right to the end, I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please share it with somebody else or subscribe if you want to see future videos. Please, if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comments box below. And you know, I'm also I'm a teacher of English, and I also I'm an English teacher. And if you would like, if you're looking for a teacher, you can contact me at learnenglishwithblaine@gmail.com. So if you are interested in some private classes, you can contact me at that email address. And again, please leave comments below, and I want to thank you all.